viewers, my most recent broadcast, of course, I think it was the most recent one, topped out, has now topped 4 views on YouTube, so I'm very proud of that. And today, I mean, none of those were live, of course, but today I am going to try and get five views. Um, and if anyone views this live, it will be a record of 1. Okay, so one thing I'm going to start doing with these streams is cutting them down to explain some basics of DayZ, very beginner kind of stuff. So I'm going to live stream, you know, largely for no reason whatsoever, because absolutely no one will ever watch it. And then I'm going to take what I've live streamed and cut it down to a minute and a half video that people can watch to learn things. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to hunt some food and then cook and eat it. And I'll do that over an excruciating period of time on the live stream, which will basically be unwatchably boring, because that's what this game is, really, for the most part. And then I'll cut it down, as I say. Now you can hear in the distance the bleating of goats. So that's fun. I have a shotgun, and I also have a pistol. I have a Mosin, but I have no bullets for it. So in order to do your cooking, you've got to have a gun, or you can kill them with a melee weapon. And you need to have a knife of some description. A stone knife will do it. I don't know if this... We can try this out. I don't know if the handsaw will do it. And you need that to chop them up into little tiny pieces so you can cook them. And then basically you've got to make a fire. And oh, my pistol's badly damaged. That's annoying. Then you make a fire and then you cook the little bastards. So let's get on with it. I'm going to go see if I can find these goats. Was one of them a sheep? Are there sheep and goats? Oh, that's them over there, I think. Oh, they're sheep. They're not goats. I think there are goats as well. In the game, that is. But I believe these will be a bunch of little sheepies. Now, unfortunately, I don't have rifled slugs in the shotgun. I have some rifled slugs there, which are long distance shots, but I have buckshot currently. So I'm just going to kill me one sheepy. If you crouch as you go up to it, then you don't disturb it, so you can get a good angle on it. Oh. He's seen me, god damn it. Sorry, I killed your mum. Alright. That was some good... They are goats. Well, that shows you my level of agricultural knowledge. Poor little guy. It was either you or me, buddy. Okay, chop him up. Now I have bloody hands, which is not good. So I'm going to wash my hands. so I don't get... Well, actually, I'm already sick. Oh, I'm drinking now. What am I doing? You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to leave my hands bloody. One thing I don't have is room for any of this shit. So I'm going to go over here. Where will I make my fire? I'll go over here and dump a bit of stuff out of my backpack. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'll come back over here to the killing field. Grab up these steaks. Nope. Nope. What's happening? Yes? No? Okay. Alright. I mean, that's quite a bit of food. And I'm pretty sure I have not gone so far as to look up the stats here, but just dropping these on the ground again. I'm pretty sure that you are rewarded well for having roasted meats. For instance, you know, if you eat a tomato, it's not... Why can't I wash my hands? Maybe there's not enough water in there. Shit house. If you grow tomatoes, you only get a small amount of sustenance from them. They do give you some hydration and some food sustenance, but a steaky, oh boy, you get a bunch. So they're quite power packed. They're superfoods. Let's say they're superfoods. I don't know why that took so long. I do not want you to lie down. So to make a fire, we need to get some sticks, short sticks. So we chop down a bush. That chopping down of the bush gives us a long stick. Then we combine it with the axe or a blade of any sort, and we get ourselves a short stick. Go back over here. So now I've got myself a few short sticks. Yep. Chuck them on the ground there for a sec. Now, I get my knife, and we're going to cut some bark off the tree. I'm going to cut 2 lots of bark. There you go, 2 lots of bark. Chuck that back in the backpack. Come over to my sticks. So we're going to combine the bark and the sticks. And then I hit 0. And I'm going to craft a fireplace. These guys are getting annoying. I'm going to pick up the fireplace. And I'm going to put it there. No? Okay, I don't know why that was so hard. Now when I stand near it, it gives me those options. So there's some kindling, which it needs to start. There's a little bit of fuel. So I could light it right now, but I'm not going to do that yet. Because, first of all, I need... I think I may have had matches here somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to make a hand drill kit. So I get another piece of bark, get another stick. So you can see it says craft recipe, hold it down. Or R2, next recipe. Craft hand drill kit. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so I pick up the hand drill kit. Cool. Now if I go over to my fireplace and I get my hand drill kit out, I'll be given the option to ignite it. But as the fuel at the moment is only one stick, it won't burn for very long. And while I do my cooking, I want it to burn for a little while. So the reason I placed the fire over here in the first place is so that it's close to some trees. So I get out my axe, chop down a tree, and of course you can only chop down a tree with an axe or a hatchet, and it will generally, as it has in this instance, give you 4 logs of firewood and a big ass log, which you can use to chop up planks, but that is for another day. So I'm going to get the firewood, hold down B, and then move the firewood down to the fuel section, and now there's 4 firewood there. And just in case I want to cook a little bit longer, I'm going to chop down another tree. Generally not good to do it close to where you're doing, because you don't know where it's going to fall, and if it falls on top of everything it can kind of bug everything out, which is not ideal. So the good thing about a little herd of animals like this, if I had some nails and I was near an area that, I don't know, I was hanging around for a while, like if I was near a military base or something like that, what I could do is make wooden crates, which you do with nails and planks. The planks are made from using your hacksaw or your saw and nails, and so the hacksaw and saw make planks out of logs, and then you use nails and you can make a wooden box, and then if you have a shovel you can bury the wooden box. But it's irrelevant because I have no nails and I have no shovel right now. So, but you know, I could possibly kill all those goats, roast up all this food, make a few caches of steaks, and then, you know, make a note of where it is, and it's a lot of planning. But I mean, I see basically, I see the point of this game as initially getting your caches going, burying your stuff. You know, at the moment I have a Mosin which I don't have any bullets for. So if I was going to set up a little sort of area where I was going to hunt for stuff, I might bury the Mosin there, I might bury some food, maybe some tape, some ammo. And that way if I die I can come back and you're starting to get a little bit of persistence going as opposed to just starting fresh every single time. Okay, hand drill kit. We're going to ignite this sucker. Oh, I forgot to get we need to get a long stick so that we can put the stakes on it. So while that's getting going, I'm going to go over here, find ourselves another bush. Is that the bush I chopped down? No. Get my knifey out. Put the knife away, grab the long stick. Give me that shit. There we go. Got some kind of lag going. There's my fire. Now, doing it in the daytime, you do get a little bit of smoke that people will be able to see, but at night, you really light up. So it's very easy to see. Okay, so I just picked up the steak, held B, and then moved it onto the stick. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to start my roasting. Why though? When he sat down, he must have sat too far away. So it takes quite a while to roast up a steak. But I feel you are rewarded for it because they do pack a significant amount of sustenance. So that's 3/4 of the way done. And we're done. Now if I keep doing it, it will burn it. So there we go. Chuck it. Maybe I don't have any room. Yeah, I do. I do have room. Get over there, you son of a bitch. Oh, that's the fireplace. My apologies. And there's the roasted steak, although it has significantly lost a lot of its content. That's probably... I have a sneaking suspicion that that is due to having used a shotgun to kill the animal. I think if you use a rifle and it's a more targeted shot, then you will not blast as much of the meat away. That is unconfirmed, and I will hear nothing further about it. Okay, so there we have it. That is the footage that I'm going to use for my amazing roasting video, which will no doubt go viral. It's only a matter of time. It is only a matter of time. Well, I'm just probably going to go back to doing what I was doing, which is trying to track down I need to track down some nails, because as I mentioned, the aim is to get a bit of persistence going. So obviously you have to come back to the same server to make use of that persistence. So you've got to make sure you write down what server you're on. And then, you know, that stuff will remain there. When the server restarts, it doesn't get wiped. If they do an update or a patch, it will wipe everything, but it wipes everything for everyone then, so, you know, can't get too bent out of shape about that. But for a game with no real aim, I have kind of made that my aim, to get kind of set up with some persistence, some saved gear, some bits and pieces that mean that when I die, it's not a complete disaster, because I can just go back to wherever I was. So you've got to get iZurvive. That's IZURVIVE, and you can get that as an app actually for iPad and iPhone. So you can just have your iPad or your iPhone with the map up, and that gives you a way to search towns and kind of locate where you are once you find a place name on the signs just outside of town. And once you've got that, and you've got the ability to make your crates or dry bags, the marlin dry bags which are found along the coast, or cooking pots you can also bury. Once you've got the ability to bury something and relocate it in the future, you sort of give yourself this extra, well, I see it as an extra power, because a lot of the when it comes to combat in this game, a lot of the ways that you lose, or one of the weaknesses, is as a result of being scared of dying. Because dying can be a big deal in this game, as opposed to like Call of Duty or other first-person shooters. Dying isn't that much of a big deal. Life is cheap. Life in this game is not cheap, especially if it's taken you several hours to, you know, find some stuff or travel to a certain place. When you come across other people, you know, if you're holding a whole bunch of really good stuff, then you might either try and avoid conflict altogether or be more hesitant in the conflict that you do engage in, and that will be reflected in the results of that conflict, because sometimes you have to be a little more gung-ho than that. And if you have all your stuff buried and you've got a little bit of persistence going, then you might not be quite so hesitant with your conflict. And the old adage of who dares wins definitely then comes into play, because you might be a little bit more likely to rush in and take someone on in close quarters combat, or, you know, be a bit more daring, and that will often rule the day. So that's my aim for playing this game. It'd be interesting to hear what other people's aims are, because this game has no aim. There is no aim. You basically, there is no finish point. There is nothing that you are trying to achieve. I mean, at the most obvious, everyone tries to achieve getting sweet loot. So getting to the Northwest Airfield or one of the other military areas and finding the best guns and the best armor and stuff like that, best outfits. So that's fine. But as you will know, is if you've done that, once you've got it, you've got all that sweet stuff, what's your aim then? Just kill people? I don't know, maybe it is. I would argue that once you've achieved finding sweet stuff, or even before that, you should have the ability to bury it and start building some kind of a, you know, it's like a legacy, so that death isn't necessarily as much of a tragedy. So in the end, I haven't needed to use. I think I've done all the stakes. Was there one more? No, I think I've done them all. Chuck that stick away. Now, of course, I've got the problem of having too much shit that I don't want to throw away. I'm hanging on to the I'm double carrying on the back this shotgun and Mosin, which again, if I could bury them, would be really useful. I'm going to chuck away those beans, which again, throwing away food, not great. I'm going to throw away that flare, these multivitamins. I really am not clear on what the multivitamins do. I'm going to chuck that battery into this torch to free up a bit of space. Well, it's kind of afternoon, I think. But night will be along shortly. I can combine these two shotguns, a bit of space. So it's a bit of a process, this game, always organising stuff, organising your backpack, organising things. If you're a little bit OCD, like I am, then that's half the fun. But you know, it really is quite a ridiculous game. I can see why people don't, you know, really understand it. I'm going to chuck this hand drill kit away. A little bit of room there. I do want to hang on to my saw. Actually, the handsaw is kind of new. I might just test out, because I'm pretty sure it's for, yeah, craft wooden plank. Because I've got the handsaw in my hand. So that's how you make wooden planks. I can't make my desired wooden boxes yet because I don't have nails. But I want to hang on to that handsaw because it's key to that. Now, let's just empty out this. So you can carry a cooking pot with stuff in it. Which is good. You can also have water in the pot, so it can be used as a water receptacle. Something is happening which is really annoying. I'm going to close the chest holster, close that. Yeah, the bottom item being my backpack was cutting off what was in the bottom. Okay, so whatever. Maybe I'll put my foods in there, and I'll just know they're in there if I need them. Man, those goats are losing their fucking minds. My favorite though is the cow. The cow sounds are completely ridiculous. Oh my god. Why? Why is this happening to me? You go over there, then you're gonna go there. Alright. I don't know why I thought they were sheep. I thought they were sheep. I've got that is my torch. It's got about, I mean, 380 rounds. They're pretty shit. They go in the, whatever it's called. Is it the Makarov? They go in the Scorpion or machine pistol thing. I don't know if they're worth taking up space right now. I could probably chuck these pumpkin seeds away. They're only taking up one slot though. Look. I'm rocking a little bit of space. We've got heaps of food. A little bit of water. I wouldn't mind carrying this, but it's got 12. Takes up 12 slots. It's not ideal. See, I've already run into this problem. I've got too much stuff. I do like, so the gas canister is good because you can attach either a lantern or a cooking attachment to it. And you can quickly cook food, and the lantern is good actually. But look, I think it is a luxury. Carry that around at the moment. So I've made quite a mess. I'll leave all that there. So I don't really have any idea where I am just at the moment. Let's see if I can find, those look like some street signs over there. That was a fail. My god. As you can see, okay, what the fuck is going on? So if you see how many steaks I got out of those guys, that one sheep, you know, a whole herd, you could bury quite a cache of food. You're safe for now, my little goatee oties. Worcester. Now let me have a look. Does the aforementioned puster have sorry, I'm just having a look for whether this place has some water in it. I think it does from memory. Yes, it does, near the supermarket. Because I need to wash my hands, and I need to fill up my water bottle. I mean, yeah, it is thrilling. It's thrilling stuff. It is basically like just doing chores with zombies. Hear the sweet, sweet sound of zombies. They're around. They're always around. There's a chicken. Sometimes I just spend my time killing livestock and cooking the food. But again, you want to be able to create the persistence to do that. So nails are high on my list right now. Old lady zombie. Okay. Oh, was that a second one getting aggravated? I think it was. So I'm going to want to kill this son of a bitch first. And then try and deal with this guy. Oh, another one. Okay. This is a zombie slaughterfest. Who else wants some? Fucking come at me. Cunts. Alright. Trusty steak knife. The knife... Oh, I've already been here before. I mean... Okay, where the fuck is this supermarket? So I can just get the fuck out of this town. Sometimes, you know, you hang around for a while, you do some good work, but then it's just time to leave. It's just time to get the fuck out of Puster, as they say. Okay. I mean, I think I've already looted these houses. It's, yeah, you start to just go, okay, I'm covering ground that has already been well covered. Okay, where the fuck is the supermarket? I think it's down here. Which means that I've just run up here for no reason. Okay, there's the shop. That means the tap according to the map is right here. Why can't I wash my hands? Because I'm holding something. Okay. Wash off the blood. Have a little drink. You don't want to drink too much. because otherwise you'll puke your guts up, but one cycle should be enough, looking at how my thirst levels are. And I'm going to fill up this bottle. Okay. And then I think it's time to say fuck you, Puster. You've been great. What state are my pants in? Badly damaged. So I'm going to grab the sewing kit out. I'm going to patch them up. Okay. All my Puster chores are done. Basically what I want to do now is head up to Modulevka. So that's going to take a little bit of running. I'm going to sign off for a little bit. Oh my god. Okay. You suck. Can't even get over the fence. What a loser. Oh no. Here it comes. Oh. Uh-oh. 2 zombies. Oh, I hear a third. I mean, the weird thing about this game is you can really think you're fine. You can get a bit blasé about the zombies. But all of a sudden you just find yourself set upon. Actually I will do a little video about dealing with zombies. Because I think a zombie strategy is important. So that could be a fun video to do. For my audience of 4. Okay. I'm going to head up here and log back in later on once I'm doing something, once I'm doing some more chores basically, because that's when things get really interesting, when I have to mend some clothes or drink some water. That's the good stuff. So until then, hasta mañana.